Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the annual Berks Bucks FA Grassroots Football Awards. We are a little bit late in starting, so I do apologise. But I'd like to just thank you all for being here this evening, and hope that we are going to have a fantastic evening where we can celebrate all of the fantastic work that you and all of the other volunteers across Berks Bucks have done, not just in the past season and for many seasons before that, but certainly especially in the last 18 months, given all of the circumstances that we have all had to endure and live with and adapt to. So my name, for anyone who doesn't know me, is Steph Clark. I am the communications officer for Berks Bucks FA. And I would just say at this point that usually in my position, my job is that I actually get to stay behind the camera, and I'm normally able to put other people in front of the camera. So you'll have to apologise if I'm not as polished as perhaps others may be. So without further ado, let's get underway. I've got some housekeeping for you. Obviously tonight we are online, and we haven't been able to meet in person again due to just COVID restrictions. And so what I would suggest is that everybody, if you can and if you want to, please do have your cameras on. We will be kind of muting the room. My colleague Richard Brandt is with us tonight, and he is in charge of muting and videos and etc. So if you are a winner this evening, then we will ask you to unmute yourself, and if you can't, then Rich will assist. And then we will also encourage people as well to use reactions. If people are familiar with Teams, then please do react and like and clap for the winners and the nominees when they're announced. So that is one thing we will be encouraging you to do, is when the winners are announced, please do clap, please do show your appreciation, thumbs up on the screen, however you wish to help celebrate. There is another piece of housekeeping. We are going to aim to have the ceremony finished by 8:30 for you. What I would say is that please, if you can, and we're aware that not everybody can, there are always exceptions, but if you can stay on the call for the duration of the evening to support everybody in all of the categories and all of the nominees, that would be really greatly appreciated, and it just helps to make the occasion just that little bit more special. So before we do get underway, I'm going to just hand over to our head of delivery this evening, John Wood, who is just going to say a bit of a welcome and a few opening remarks for us. So, John.
Yeah, thanks, Steph. First of all, good evening, everyone. As Steph said, I'd just like to thank everyone for your attendance. Again, as Steph said, whilst we'd love to deliver this at a venue, I'm still really excited about this evening's events. And the bonus is that we all get to do it from the comfort of our own homes as well. So it's not too bad. And I've got absolutely no doubts that Steph and the team are going to deliver a really great experience for everyone this evening. Before we do get into the awards, I think it's only just that we do just touch upon what the last 12 to 18 months has been like, because it is uncomparable to kind of anything that we've actually seen before. I think every individual has felt the effects with changes to home life, people at work, and even for some kind of the direct impact of COVID. And alongside this, obviously, this has brought huge challenges to kind of the football environment, our volunteers, referees and players. And we as an organisation have not been immune to that either. We've obviously had to undergo a bit of a restructure ourselves, as well as kind of try and readjust and learn the best way of supporting football and you as clubs and individuals as well. I think we've done our best to provide as much support through that period as possible, with online CPD for coaches, increasing communication, online tutorials, and also try and direct as much financial support through to you as clubs as we possibly can. But having said that, and we say this every single year, we've got almost 4,000 teams now across Berks Bucks, over 30 leagues, And absolutely none of this would be possible if it were not for the thousands upon thousands of unbelievable volunteers that we get to ensure that football goes ahead. And for me, just providing any type of football provision last season was a real achievement. Having said all that, for us, grassroots football is more than just an activity. We define our purpose as connecting people and changing lives. And that is what all of you present are doing tonight. Whether you're aware of it or not, you are changing lives within your communities, your participants, with people within your clubs. So once again, I think we've had a huge number of nominations, and I seem to say this every single year, of people highlighting the difference that they've made within their clubs and within their communities. And I can honestly say, because I've been involved in kind of helping to shortlist some of the winners, this has been by far, or not by far, but definitely had some of the best nominations that I've ever seen. And some of the work that has gone on has been absolutely incredible. So without further ado, I'd like to hand back over to Steph, because as I said, I think it's only right that this evening is dedicated to all of you. And as I said, I can't wait to hear more about some of the fantastic stories that are kind of taken place, and really look forward to congratulating the winners. So I hope you all have a fantastic evening. And Steph, I'm going to hand back over to you.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, John. Just echo everything there that John has said. And again, just thank you all for attending this evening. I think one of the perhaps benefits, I know John has already said, we're in the comfort of our own homes. I suppose one of the other benefits of that this evening is that nobody needs to be paying for a drink at the bar. So if and as you go through the evening, if you do want to get up and go for drinks, please do. If you're on mute, that's absolutely fine. Just keep an ear out, keep an eye out as well, obviously for your nomination category, for your award category, and obviously try and be here to support everybody else as well. So without further ado, let's crack on. And I think one of the important things to say here is I'm just going to give a very kind of brief introduction and welcome to the FA and McDonald's Grassroots Football Awards. Now, the FA and McDonald's have worked in partnership with each other for nearly 20 years now to promote high standards in the national game. And in that time, enormous strides have been made in the grassroots game throughout the country. And as part of this partnership, McDonald's are proud to support the FA Grassroots Football Awards, which help to recognise and celebrate the commitment and dedication of the clubs, coaches and volunteers across the country, just like you, who are committed to providing more opportunities for people to enjoy football each week. We are absolutely delighted this year, as we've said, given the circumstances, to announce that yet again, for the fourth year running, we have smashed our nominations record again. We had over 200 individual nominations, which is a remarkable achievement, certainly given the year we've all had. So thank you, everybody who is not only here tonight as a finalist and as a shortlisted nominee, but to everybody who nominated you and many other people across the region. So not only does it highlight the fantastic work that's being delivered across Berkshire and Buckinghamshire, but it also reflects the exemplary standard of football that we have in this county. There are so many tremendous examples of volunteering, dedication and commitment to the game locally, more than, as John has already said, than we could possibly recognise in one evening alone. But we are delighted to have the privilege tonight to hear just a few of those truly inspirational tales. And I think on that note, at this point, I would like to thank the efforts of our judging panel this evening, two of which I know are here and with us this evening, and two that unfortunately couldn't make it. But, you know, we say this every single year, that it gets harder and harder. And, you know, it is absolutely true. And it has been certainly the case this year. And it's been a struggle. It's been a real struggle to whittle nominations down. And you'll see that as we go on through the evening. So it's an impossible task. Again, another year of full and quality nominations. And so again, even harder to whittle down. So I'd just like to say thank you very much to our panel, which includes our chairman, David Grainge, who we'll be hearing from later on in the evening, who's with us here this evening. Our non-executive director for inclusion, Colbert Bra, who unfortunately can't make it this evening. Kelly Hawkins, who is a BBFA council member and the secretary of the North Buxton District League, and Kelly is with us tonight, so welcome to Kelly. And then finally, the BBFA Youth Council chairperson Ellie Reid, who unfortunately is also unable to join us this evening as she has other work commitments. But those four, along with myself, were on the final panel, and I can tell you it was absolutely no easy feat. So, about the FA and McDonald's Grassroots Football Awards, what are they? What do they mean? Well, this year has proven to all of us exactly what, you know, a football family and a football community can do and what it means. It's a team effort on and off the pitch, and that off the pitch element has been so crucial this year or previous season. The FA and McDonald's Grassroots Football Awards are for the people who make a positive difference. They aim to recognise the individuals and groups who put their heart and soul into the game, and it's our chance now to celebrate that fantastic work and to say thank you for inspiring all of us to aim for greatness. Football is a game for all, and it is in the people who make grassroots football happen week in, week out. From supporters, referees, coaches or volunteers, our winners will be those whose actions and behaviour make the FA's pride values part of the game for their clubs, leagues and communities. Now, those values have formed the basis of these nominations and for these awards, and they are progressive, so reaching for improvement and innovation; respectful, leading by example and inspiring positive behaviour in others; inclusive, uniting people of any age, ethnicity and from any background; determination, rising to and overcoming challenges; and excellent, striving to make football the best it can be. Now, those values and behaviours are the backbone of these awards, and as I say, you'll see those running through the nominations as we go on through the evening. So, as part of the nomination process, we were looking for people who make those values part of their clubs, leagues and local communities. And we're happy to say that we certainly found lots of deserving and humbling examples of this from across every role in grassroots football, right here in Berks and Bucks. And so, what that brings me on to this evening is our first award. Now, our first award of the evening is for Match Official of the Year. Match Official of the Year is an award is an award for someone who has the confidence and conviction to always play fair. Somebody who not only exhibits the FA's pride values, as we've just discussed, but somebody who also demonstrates one or more of the values associated with the DNA of English refereeing. So that's respect, empathy, fitness, evaluation, reliability, education, and excellence. I'm delighted to be able to introduce now the first nominees for our awards, and they are this evening. First nomination is for Charlotte Lowry. Charlotte's nomination included the following. Charlotte is a young referee that's been officiating matches for Dynamo Techers for the last 3 seasons. She referees youth football matches, youth futsal matches, and is starting her journey in senior level futsal by timekeeping. Charlotte is probably the best referee we've ever had and regularly receives glowing reviews from opposition football teams and from futsal teams due to her knowledge and application of the rules of the game, which is quite frankly incredible for someone so young. Our next nominee this evening is James Riley. Now, James Riley is a mature 17-year-old who always referees a match by the book. His nomination goes on to explain that his decisions to the coaches during breaks and that he remains cool throughout. James is a role model to young referees everywhere, and James's outstanding points are that he is polite, mature, determined and resilient, and his nominee believes that whatever course he follows, he will be a success. And so, ladies and gentlemen, if I can ask you to, this is fingers on the buzzers time so that we can clap and celebrate our first winner of this evening. So please do unmute yourselves and give a big hand for our Match Official of the Year, Charlotte Lowry. Now, I believe Charlotte is with us tonight, is she?
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Ah, there she is. Charlotte, congratulations.
Thank you. Didn't expect to be nominated, to be honest with you. But
oh, fantastic. Who are you on the call with tonight? Who are you watching with?
Natasha Lockery, my mum.
Oh, fantastic. So hi, Natasha, to both of you.
Thank you.
tell me a little bit, Charlotte, tell us a little bit why you're only 16, aren't you?
17 tomorrow.
Oh, well, there you go. early birthday present for you, so congratulations. Why refereeing? What is it that you love about refereeing? And I think one of the things we noticed from your nomination certainly is that you referee both formats of the game, football and futsal. So what is it about those that you really like?
Yeah, so I play football myself on a Saturday, and then I tend to ref on the Sunday. So like I just enjoy the game and rules of it. And my older brother referees as well, so I've sort of like got the idea off of him. He's a few years older than me, and he like really enjoys it. And obviously my mum runs the girls' league for Berks Bucks, is it?
Yeah.
And so she sort of got me into it, and then once I got into it, just really enjoyed it. And
I'm going to go from strength to strength and keep going.
yes, exactly that.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, Charlotte, for joining us this evening. I hope you can have a celebration at home with the family, and that you'll enjoy the rest of the evening for us. So thank you very much, and congratulations again.
Thank you very much.
Okay, right. So following on from that, our second award of the evening is for Grounds Team of the Year. Now, Grounds Team of the Year is an award for grounds teams who go above and beyond to make grassroots football happen for their players. These are the people that aren't normally labelled with a specific role. However, they play a key part in making football happen week in and week out. Now, the panels have looked for the evidence of their efforts making a positive difference to football to help make it safe, fun, and inclusive for all. So the nominations for this evening, and I'm delighted to announce our first nomination is for Simon Damery of Amersham Town. And Simon's nomination included the following. Simon is a one-man ground staff. He's made a huge impact in preparing an outstanding playing surface, which is commented on favourably by all visiting teams. Much of his work, however, goes unnoticed, as he always keeps the surrounds under control so that the overall impression is of a well cared for and safe environment. Our second nominee this evening is Neil Humphrey of FC Castlethorpe Youth. And Neil's nomination said, Neil does most of the work and organisation regarding the upkeep of our grounds, clubhouse and playing fields. Some of this involves organising others, but a lot is his own practical work. The whole area is always in pristine condition and is often commented on by the opposition teams and parents. He works with the parish council to secure their support for the upkeep and works with the cricket club that shares the site to ensure that everything is in great shape for our members. During difficult times, this hasn't changed, and in fact, improvements have been made overall. Our final nominee this evening for Grounds Team of the Year is for Charlotte Claridge Older. Now, Charlotte's nomination said she may only be 11 years old, and I think that makes her probably one of our youngest ever nominees. But Charlotte understands what's required to get pitches ready for the rest of the season. She's gone from driving the ride-on lawnmower, and I add at this point that is with the supervision of her father, to helping find tufts for stringing out pitches ready for helping with the line marking. Now, Charlotte's not scared to try new things, and she really enjoys helping everyone at the club get ready for games on the weekends. So they are our three nominees for Grounds Team of the Year. And again, ladies and gents, if you'd like to get ready to unmute yourselves and give a big round of applause for our winner this evening, who is Neil Humphrey of FC Castlethorpe. Now, I don't know if Neil is here with us tonight. I'm not sure if he's in. Neil, are you here or? Got some claps going on. I don't think he is. So what I'm going to do is just see if John, our head of delivery, John, who's already spoken this evening, can come in. And luckily enough, he also happens to be our facilities lead. So is very able indeed to just speak on behalf of Neil and around what it takes to be a grounds team and just how important it is to do this role. So John.
Yeah, more than happy to kind of talk about this. I think first of all, congratulations to Neil and the club as a whole. I think one of the unique things in some ways about the grounds team is that all of their work is done when no one else is around, when no one else is watching. They're the teams that are getting up early in the mornings to mark the pitches or trying to do bits and bobs in the week around their job. And they're also the individuals that sometimes have to play the bad guy, because they're the individuals that are telling you, don't play in the goal mouth, stay out of the goals, all of that things, in order to keep the pitch as high quality as possible, and add some real value to what we call that positive environment. And pitches play such a huge role in that. And we know how valuable grassroots pitches are, and it's fantastic to see the work that Neil's done, and as I said, the improvements that have been made at the club. Steph, I don't know if there's anything else you wanted me to cover or any questions.
No, I was going to just say that I think you've done him a little bit of a favour, John, because I was going to actually pull out, you can see on the screen here, some of the parts of his nomination, and there was actually another bit in there that I was going to pull out and actually put him on the spot with, so he's escaped slightly. But it did say in his nomination that he was, hang on, let me see, and I quote, he's always good for a laugh, especially a dad joke, so it's fun to help him out when we have the time. Now, last year when we did this award, we did end up talking about mole plows, and if anyone is like me and doesn't get involved in facilities and grounds team work, you have no idea what a mole plow is, and equally as fascinated. So I was going to see if we could beat that this year with a dad joke from Neil. So not to disappoint anyone, if he does arrive halfway through, I may pull him later and put him on the spot for a dad joke and just see where we go. But no, thank you very much, John. And as I said, we'll crack on with that one. But well done to Neil, and well done to both Simon and Charlotte for their nominations as well. Keep up the good work. So that brings us on to our next award, our third award of the evening, which is for League of the Year. Now, League of the Year should be part of the England accreditation scheme, and that has dedicated volunteers that create safe, fun and inclusive environments for all. The league should create a great format and positive environments to encourage every player. Now, the nominations for this category are last year's winners, who are back again with us, which is the Berks County Girls League. Now, their nomination said, as last year's winners, the league has shown a proactive approach since grassroots football has returned from lockdown, with all regroups doing some sort of competition or mini-season since the return. They are also in the process of consulting with their members about extending the age bracket to under 17s and eventually under 18s to support with the transition into open-aged football. Our second nominee league for this evening is the Youth Futsal League. Now, the Youth Futsal League's nomination says the committee's worked tirelessly over the years to grow and develop youth futsal. The league caters for all abilities, and the competition ensures all teams are similar in strength, meaning every team can win. Parent and coaches love the atmosphere and how happy their children are when they come away from games. And our final nominee for League of the Year tonight is the Thames Valley Walking Football League. Now, the league's nomination said they've expanded their offering from one Sunday event per month, offering 28 teams football in 4 leagues for over 50s. Just wrap that around your heads. And they've now gone on to arrange a second Sunday that has an over 60s league and 2 women's leagues. In addition, it's also formed a midweek over 65s league, so lots of football going on with Thames Valley Walking Football. And this gives clubs right across the Thames Valley area the chance to give their hundreds of walking footballers a chance for competitive football and valuable friendship with other clubs. So again, it's that time again, everybody unmute yourselves, get ready with the reactions. So give a big round of applause to our League of the Year winners, Thames Valley Walking Football League. Wonderful, congratulations. I think we've got Howard and Danny with us tonight from the league. I think that's right. Are they in? There's lots of congratulations coming over on the chat. Howard, are you there? I think he is. Oh, can't actually, he's there, but I can't hear him. Howard?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, here you go. Hi, Howard. Congratulations.
Hi, thank you very much. This is great. We've worked 5 years for this. It's amazing.
Oh, fantastic. I was going to say it's been a difficult, tough 18 months for everybody. And despite what's been happening, your league has actually continued to go from strength to strength. And a lot of work's been done in the background during lockdown, hasn't it?
Yes, we continued during lockdown. We're all volunteers. We all work hard. And we've given a lot of time to this. And yeah, great big project. We believe the first time ever women's walking football league under the auspices of the FA. It's great.
Fantastic achievement. And what's next, Howard? Where can the league go now?
Well, we need more volunteers and we can expand even more. There are so many openings for the elderly to get into the game, and it is excellent for your health.
Fantastic. And you've got that midweek league as well running now. Fantastic. Well, thank you very much, Howard, and congratulations to you. Congratulations to the rest of the committee as well, and for providing such a fantastic opportunity for walking footballers right across the Thames Valley area. Long may it continue. So congratulations.
Thank you very, very much to everybody. Thanks.
Very welcome. Fantastic. Okay, well, that brings us very swiftly on to our next award, our fourth award of the evening, which is for Grassroots Project of the Year. Now, this category has been part of the FA and McDonald's Awards for the last 4 years now. I think this is its fourth appearance, and it's always provided and tended to be a very popular award. And it's all about promoting the positive influence that football can have on our local communities away from the game. So not all about what happens on the pitch. Now, whether that be a club, team, or a project that's inclusive and encourages participation for all, regardless of age, disability, gender, race, religion, sex, or something that creates and provides opportunities to participate for women and or girls and ethnic minorities, or indeed something that makes a significant positive impact on the local community. This has proven to be a fantastic addition to the FA and Grassroots Football Awards over the last few years, and we're delighted to include the category once again in our 2021 programme. So with that said, I'm honoured to be able to announce the nominations for this year's Grassroots Project of the Year. And they start with Confidence Through Football. Confidence Through Football are there to build confidence through football sessions for all ages, including men and women. Started back in October 2019, they've grown and have age groups including boys and girls from age 5 to 11, a ladies group and a men's group. And it's not all about ability for confidence through football, but it's a belief in what children can achieve to their best using football. They have a number of success stories of children that have never had any confidence that are now constantly starting to grow in it. Our second nomination tonight is for Sanctuary Strikers. Sanctuary Strikers supports refugees and young people within the poorest area of Reading. The project has been very helpful to the local community, especially in supporting of the refugees in Reading. Joel has been instrumental in integrating the players, bringing them together and helping the players on and off the pitch, whilst making sure that they have a sense of belonging in order to stay away from trouble. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's just the two shortlisted nominees in this category. So again, please put your hands together for our winner of Grassroots Project of the Year 2021 and Sanctuary Strikers. Congratulations, fantastic. And I think, am I right in saying, Joel, are you with us this evening?
Hi, yes, I'm here.
Hi, Joel, congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much. We appreciate for that nomination, and that's really good thing. That's really good thing. We're really happy that we've won this.
Fantastic project. Yeah. Fantastic project. Can you tell us?
Thank you.
Can you tell us how when it started, how you got involved?
Yeah, to be honest, the way we started, myself and one of my colleagues, we worked together. My colleague was also the co-founder. We work together, and we just started this football team as, you know, we kind of started like with our families, just go there, kick the ball every now and then on the Fridays after work and have fun. And then from there, then we, because my colleague Thompson, he also does some work within the Reading refugee group. So from there, then we decided to, you know, to join with them, and trying to integrate the refugees who are there. So we bring them to the football, and from there, that's why we started the team. So we kind of like support all the refugees who are within the Reading refugee support group, and, you know, so bring them together. Some of them, they, you know, like they go no transport and stuff like that. So we collect them, bring them for the training. On the match days, we do the same. We just go pick them around, and, you know, we meet up, we train, and we go for the match days as well. And there are some good successful stories, because we got a few of them who have been gone through to the semi-pro teams and stuff like that. And majority of them now, they're working, you know, they manage to go to the colleges. We support them, all that kind of stuff, and go to the colleges. And some of them that are working, majority of them, I said, they're working as well. So it brings them that, you know, sort of feeling of belonging to this country, especially from the trouble that they enjoyed, where, you know, where they came from. So it's a really good thing for them.
Yeah, it's a fantastic project, and I know from reading the nomination that it was just, it really stood out, and it was a really good example of exactly what this award is about, which is about off the pitch as well as on the pitch. So really, congratulations, and thank you very much for everything you do. Long may it continue, and I hope you have a fantastic season this year as well, and beyond.
Oh, thank you so much. We appreciate that. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Enjoy the rest of the evening, Joel, and
thanks.
Congratulations to everybody at the club.
Thank you. I will send that the message to them.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Thanks.
Right, lovely. Well, that again, I mean, that, you know, is a fantastic nomination, and again, I think you'll agree that that just goes to show exactly why this category is proven to be so popular. But yet, still more to come. So here we go, and we'll move straight on to our fifth and halfway point now, everybody. So not much longer for me to talk, I'm afraid, or well done, whichever way you want to look at it. But our next award is for Rising Star of the Year. Now, Rising Star of the Year award is for someone that shows real commitment and dedication, someone who is always willing to put in the time to help make the game great. Now, the award looks for somebody that has made a significant contribution to football in their community, has taken steps to improve the standing of their volunteering through sports, football courses, and a young person who acts in a responsible and professional manner and is seen as a role model in their community. Now, we had some outstanding nominations for this category this year, and, you know, again, as I've said before, each category every year gets harder and harder to judge. And I know, you know, fellow people on the panel will agree with me on this one, but it's just to note that each and every one of these young people should be exceptionally proud of everything they do, regardless of whether they win here tonight or not. And it is an honour to be able to actually announce these nominations, and fantastic to actually hear of some of the work that is going on, and long may it continue. So our first nominee in the category for Rising Star of the Year is Alexander Pratt of St Edmunds FC. Now, Alex's nomination said he's only 22 years old, and he has served the club as club secretary since July 2019. Alex not only took this position at such a young age, but he was also, while studying at university in his final year, often organising fixtures and fields whilst writing a dissertation and coursework. Alex oversaw and contributed towards the club attaining charter standard status, and assisted the club restart a female provision for the first time in over 10 years. Alex is proactive and always receptive to ideas, and it's no wonder that the club has grown considerably over the past 2 seasons. Our second nominee this evening is Nick Baker of Windsor Youth FC, and Nick's nomination said, his enthusiasm and commitment to the team has been an inspiration to the players. He manages to deal with the players as a team and on a one-to-one basis, and has earned a lot of respect from each member of the squad and from other more experienced coaching staff. Nick not only deals with the game of football, but he's played at a decent level and went through the youth system at Chelsea FC. He can use that experience and knowledge gained through his time at Chelsea to ensure that young players understand the importance of fitness, diet and lifestyle, as well as the art of playing football. Our third nominee this evening is for Freya Meadows Tucson from Laurel Park FC. And Freya's nomination said she is the most enthusiastic and energetic coach ever. She makes the game so much fun for a group of young girls. And she's the most amazing role model, and the team all totally love her. She helps to build the girls' skills, confidence and self-esteem, all while being just a teenager herself. Freya is so mature and fun-spirited, she makes everyone laugh. The girls all look up to her, and while building their skills, experience and confidence. Freya does all this while training for Reading FC and England and doing her GCSEs. Nothing is ever too much trouble for Freya. So, ladies and gents, again, put your hands together, please, for our our Rising Star of the Year award winner for 2021, Alexander Pratt. Now, I think Alex is with us on the call this evening.
Hi, all right.
Ah, there you go. Hi, Alex. How are you? Congratulations.
Thanks.
So I think my first question to you, Alex, is going to be how do you do it? I mean, aside from what we've already heard about you this evening in that nomination, your additional information within the nomination also stated that you've overseen the creation of new youth teams every season since you've been there, and post-COVID, you've also recently announced that the club has created an additional 2 new under-6 teams and a new women's team, and you did all of that while studying for a degree and being 150 miles away for most of the season. So, answers, please.
I mean, I must admit, it's a lot easier when you're actually around.
Yeah.
I must admit, being in Plymouth and trying to manage a team back here is sort of very, very difficult. But I mean, sort of when I got involved, I first got involved as a coach, and then we sort of had a little bit of a restructure, and our secretary left at short notice. So I sort of stepped in additionally there for sort of a little period until we found someone else, and then I ended up carrying on, and I'm still sort of doing it today. So I mean, yeah, it's definitely, I must admit, it's sort of a much easier being here and being able to sort of get a little bit more hands-on, especially with the new teams and whatnot. Because I think a big problem with us sort of through COVID was that we couldn't obviously get people into play to create those new teams. So we sort of suffered with losing teams at the top end of the club and not being able to replace them. So this season especially, we put a really massive emphasis on sort of getting these new teams in so that we could almost replace everything that we'd lost over the past couple of seasons. So I think, yeah, it's definitely been sort of a lot of work, but really, really good to see these sort of teams come together and sort of a culmination of all the efforts.
Fantastic. So onwards and upwards for St Edmunds FC then? More things to come this season?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're already looking at sort of improving things and moving forward. And I think the best thing is just to keep getting more teams, more players into the club so we can just keep improving. So yeah, definitely onwards and upwards.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Alex. Congratulations. Well done. And just as well, if you can, ladies and gents, maybe another big round of applause, thumbs up for all of our nominees in the Rising Star of the Year award this year. Thank you very much. So now that leads us on to our next award of the evening, which is for Coach of the Year for adult teams. Now this award was recently, Coach of the Year was only sort of recently split between adult and youth only a couple of years ago, because it was just such a huge category, and it was, you know, it's quite right to highlight the difference between the adult and the youth coaching. So it's perhaps, Coach of the Year is perhaps one of the most sought after awards, and like I said, it's always one of the most popular ones with multiple nominations coming in. And I can tell you that we had a fantastic return for both coach categories this year. So the award of the year is significant as it looks for individuals that people count on to make sure that everyone's included and to make sure overall that everyone enjoys playing and developing themselves through football. And so for that reason, I'm delighted to introduce our nominees for this category tonight. And our first nominee is David Senior from Shinfield Rangers. Now, David's nomination said that he puts an amazing amount of effort into coaching the ladies team, and that his hard work and effort has helped to ensure that players have all improved over the year. He's brought together a group of ladies of varying age and ability, and the way he coaches them is brilliant. This enables both the less experienced and more experienced players to develop their skills and performance together. Our next nominee in this category is for Rory Williams of the Lakers CF. And Rory's nomination said, during his time as manager / coach of a local under-8s team, I'm sure he impacted the kids' lives positively. Some of them had never properly kicked a football before, but over the course of the season, he taught them the rules of the game, how to control the ball and some basic tactical manoeuvres. It was great seeing them learn a technique as training, then pull it off during the match on Saturday. At Lakers CF, the team was created out of a group of friends to have some fun and fitness. However, within 2 seasons, they've become a formidable force within Bucks. Our final nominee in this category this evening is for Chris Geary of Obesity. At Obesity, many of the players battle with ill mental health, and Chris has been there for every single person involved, helping fight all of their battles and putting everyone before himself. He makes a positive impact on everyone involved by keeping them playing and keeping them smiling. Even throughout lockdown, where meeting up and playing and training was at a minimum, he was there for every single person involved with Obesity, supporting them with their physical and mental improvement journeys. So I'm sure you'll agree, some fantastic nominations there for this category this evening, but I am delighted to be able to announce that our Coach of the Year for adult teams is David Senior. Popular one this evening. David, I take it you're there.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I'm here. Thank you.
Fantastic. Congratulations, David.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's been quite a journey. It started over 2 years ago, and I think at the outset I had about 6 players, and it's taken 2 years of real graft to get it going, but it's bringing some real rewards now. And we had a great maiden season this year in Development League, and we finished 3rd. So I'm really delighted, on behalf of all the players, and yeah, it's been great.
Fantastic. I think one of the things that came out from your nomination, David, was that, I mean, not only do you coach the ladies, but you're also a coach, you coach one of the club's junior teams, you also referee club matches. So there's obviously different facets to your role there at the club as well. But one of the things also that came out of it was your efforts during COVID to keep the ladies together, and I understand you organised quite a few different things, online quizzes, one-to-one coaching sessions when they're allowed. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, so what I did was I tried to get them together as much as I could, but clearly when the you could only coach on a one-to-one basis, then during the weekends I'd coach in hourly slots starting from 9 o'clock and run all the way through into the evening to get that done. And that not only helped them with their skills and their mental their mental awareness and everything, but it also helped me as well. So it was a real helping them, helping me type situation, which and it keeps them all together, which was fantastic. So
brilliant, fantastic. Well, thank you very much. Congratulations on a well-deserved award. And I hope that you and everybody else at the club and the ladies team has a fantastic season this year. Keep up the great work. Thank you again. Thank you as well to everybody else in those nomination categories as well. So well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, and that so we'll move on then. And obviously after the Coach of the Year for adult, we are into Coach of the Year for youth. This is our 7th award. We've only got 3 left to go. And so this one, as I say, is for the Coach of the Year ones, but for youth award, and this is for coaches who coach youth teams. And as with the last award, it looks for the individuals that people count on to make sure everyone's included, and overall that everyone enjoys playing and developing themselves through football. So I am delighted to be able to introduce again for you this evening the nominations in this category. They are starting with Craig Backhouse of Windsor Youth FC. Craig's nomination said, he runs one of the under-14 boys teams at Windsor FC, and he is one of the best role models the boys could hope to have. As a serving member of the armed forces, he understands how to motivate and encourage young people and instill respect on and off the field. Many of the boys in the team, including my son, the nominee's son, have conditions such as ADHD, dyslexia, which means they struggle to focus and achieve at school. Being around such a supportive coach, however, means that these boys thrive and build confidence in themselves through their sporting ability, which is hugely important for their self-esteem. Our second nominee this evening is Lisa Meadows of Laurel Park. And Lisa's nomination said, Lisa is the most encouraging and approachable woman I've ever met. She goes above and beyond for our girls and is so upbeat and always happy. She impressed me from the moment we went to my daughter's first training session with how calm and kind she was. My daughter suffers from sensory processing disorder, and since training with Lisa, the SBD is more manageable on a day-to-day basis because Lisa has somehow managed to get my child to fall in love with sport, and I could never do that. So for what she has done so far has changed our family dynamics 100%, and for that, we are forever grateful. Our third and final nominee in this category is for Gary Heimsoff. I hope I've pronounced that right, Gary, so apologies if I haven't. But Gary is from Thatcham Tornadoes, and it says, Gary joined Thatcham Tornadoes 3 seasons ago and took over the coaching of their now under-12s team. He quickly established himself within the club and has been a great ambassador for grassroots football. Gary has also successfully integrated a number of hearing impaired players into the mainstream side. No mean feat in normal times, but even more astonishing during the start-stop period of the past year. Working closely with Mary Hare School, a renowned and leading school for the hearing impaired, Gary continues to build a positive relationship with them and has enabled the club to continue its wider commitment for inclusivity within the local community. So, as I'm sure you will agree, everybody, and I said the nominations tend to get harder as we go on, but some fantastic nominations in this category again, year on year. But I'm delighted to be able to announce that our Coach of the Year for youth teams is Gary Heimsoff from Thatcham Tornadoes. And another one for the crowd there. So, Gary, are you with us?
Yes, I am.
Oh, fantastic. Now, importantly, did I get your name right?
Yes, you did, actually. There's not many people that do get that right, to be fair.
Fantastic. Brilliant. Okay. Right, now on to the important stuff. So congratulations, Gary. A fantastic achievement. And I think one of the things that I kind of was quite interested to know is obviously you've built that local connection with this local specialist school for hearing impairments. How important has that link been?
To be fair, it's been a good link because not only is it obviously it's something new for coaching for myself and the gentleman that coaches with me, John, but obviously for the rest of our team as well, we're fully inclusive of everybody that comes to the team. Everyone's treated respectfully and as an equal, and I think that's the most important thing that you can do on the pitch, especially with children. If they can treat each other with respect and equality, then that means moving forward into the future, then they'll treat everybody else the same as they grow up. I don't think there's anything much better that you can do or try and do with children. It's the best job in the world. Absolutely the best.
Brilliant. I think one of the things that also that's come out within your nomination is that you're also quite an advocate and supporter for mental health charities and recognising the issues that many people face. Obviously, in an incredibly tough year for so many people, above and beyond, the numbers that normally struggle. And I think in your nomination, we heard that you previously have organised several 24-hour football events to raise money for Mind. And although that wasn't possible last year, to compensate or to adapt for that, you actually took to the streets and did a 24-hour sponsored walk, and you raised over £2,000. Can you just tell us a little bit about that? Where did you walk?
It was obviously because of COVID, we can't really go anywhere too far. So it was literally just around the local area. But my legs don't thank me for it, and neither do my feet. They got absolutely destroyed for the whole thing. But it was well worth it. I mean, even to admit, to talk to people and admit yourself that you're struggling with your own mental health as a man. I think that's the biggest thing, and trying to spread the word about that as I continue trying to do other things as well, and also talk to the kids openly about mental health so that they know it's not frowned upon or anything like that. We can freely talk about things, and I think that's the most important thing that you can do.
Yeah, absolutely right, and it's a fantastic attitude to have. And long may your efforts continue, and we look forward to and hopefully being able to see some of these 24-hour football charity matches coming back for this
Yeah,
season.
maybe.
So,
just a quick thing, just to say to Craig and Lisa as well, who were nominated. They sound like absolutely amazing coaches. So well done to them as well.
Absolutely fantastic. And a round of applause for that one as well. Fantastic. Thank you very much, everybody.
Well done.
Thank you very much. So we'll on our next award, and this does bring us on, as and as I've said, they do get harder and harder as we go on, as the categories get harder to judge. But our next category is follows the theme. It's new for this year. It's called the Spirit of Grassroots Football Award. And as I said, it's a new award, and in part as a result of COVID-19 and the pandemic. And this award looks for those special individuals, clubs, leagues, or groups who see grassroots football as a place to positively impact the well-being of all, and it's at the forefront of their thinking. The award is to recognise how they've developed support to make sure their communities stay happy, healthy, and connected, perhaps through virtual events because of lockdown, or by embedding these qualities throughout the club. It's about more than just playing, but about the power of football to support mental health, positivity, and building a football family. And it's for those who think about the whole player and volunteers as developing people rather than just producing players or winning matches. Supporting each other in a safe, fun, and fair environment on and off the pitch. This could be, as I say, in response to COVID-19, or as a continuation of work they already do. So with that said, I'm honoured to be able to announce the first ever group of shortlisted nominees for the Spirit of Grassroots Football Award for Berks and Bucks FA. And those nominations are Dwayne McKenzie for Confidence Through Football. Now, during lockdown, Dwayne and his team had the whole community engaged. Over lockdown, he managed to keep 50 to 60 kids engaged via Zoom, and he personally took 5 online Zoom sessions a week. Sessions for the whole family in fitness, a ball mastery session for 5 to 7-year-olds, another session for 8 to 15-year-olds, and a special session for his under 9s with Zoom rooms monitored at all times. He also had a ladies fitness session and a session for the whole of Confidence Through Football, again on Saturdays. What he did was second to none in keeping all engaged. Our second nominee for this category for this evening is Rick Hurst of Gerrards Cross and Fulmer FC. And Rick's nomination said he is an incredible coach. And last year he created and started coaching his own under-11 team from scratch. His dedication and commitment to the boys is second to none. And during lockdown, he dedicated so much of his time connecting with the boys. All this while working full-time and having his own family. He arranged online fitness sessions every Tuesday, online football skill sessions every Friday, online cook-off sessions for all boys every Saturday, and set the boys a challenge to run a 5K every week, and set a challenge to raise £3,900 for charity, and so many other examples. Our next nominee this evening is Craig Smith from Hanny Youth FC. And Craig's nomination said, Craig took over a team that was struggling with respect, belief and discipline. They had not been taught the basics and were lacking in skills. He volunteered to take on the team and spent hours of his time talking to parents, players, the club welfare officer and the FA to establish a way to help the team get back on track. The players are noticeably different in their outlook on life, approach to football, respect for each other and their opponents. They have the belief now that they can win games, although not all of them, but certainly some. This is a great example of how grassroots football can change lives and how one individual can make such a difference. Our final nomination in this category is for Harrison Taylor of Reeves Rangers. Now, in 2019, Harrison was diagnosed with a horrible illness, and it left a massive hole in the club with him being sidelined. Harrison is such a positive character, constantly laughing and smiling, as well as being a talented footballer. He was every manager's dream, I'd say. Everyone at the club was distraught to hear the news when he was diagnosed, but Harrison, instead of letting it get him down, remained positive, becoming the club's 12th man and supporting us from the sidelines at almost every game, pushing the team over the line. So with that, I would like to congratulate our winner. And if you'd like to help me put your hands together for the inaugural Spirit of Grassroots Football Award winner for Berks Bucks FA, Rick Hurst of Gerard Croft and Bournemouth. Fantastic. Now I think Rick, are you with us? I think he is.
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, Rick, there you are. Yeah, hi, congratulations.
Thank you.
Very welcome. Now, one thing I'm really interested to know about this is what was the best meal / masterpiece to come out of the boys' cook-off sessions?
So I think we did about 134 Zoom sessions over lockdown as a team. And we started the Saturday cook-off. It was at 5 o'clock. And we just wanted to do something to keep the boys connected because they were all bored at home. So we started off quite easy. We think we made bourbon biscuits the first week. Ooh. And it gradually got more weird and more fun as we got on. And I think, to be fair, I think the winner, which was the one that surprised everybody, was we made, rather than beef Wellington, we made a giant hamburger Wellington. It was filled with filthy cheese, all sorts of bad stuff. And lots of mums and dads were saying, "Oh, I can't believe this." And every one of them told me on the Sunday after they all had warmed up leftovers and they loved it. So yeah, no, it was brilliant fun, and we all got into it. I finished up like some slightly bad children's TV presenter by the end of it, but it was. I think the boys loved it.
I think, well, that leads me very nicely on to my next point, because part of your nomination also said that I'm intrigued about that you pay in particular attention to your post-match reviews and could give Match of the Day a run for its money.
Well, I like to write match report. I like to write match reports for everybody because I think it's a nice memento. And just recently, one of my we've been lucky enough to have a sponsor who's also paid for us to get one of those VO sports cameras. Yep. But even though we've got the camera now, it records the games that we play. I still write a match report because I think it's my way of being able to, comment. It tests me to look at the game rather than it being a win, a loss, or a draw, and actually how did we play and what did we do well. And I really enjoy writing them. And sometimes it can take me a little while because I'm not the best at writing them. But yeah, no, it's good. They're good fun to do.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much and congratulations.
Thank you very much, and well done to everybody else, by the way. I thought the nominees were amazing. I'm really privileged.
And just on that, actually, before we do move on, I did just want to go back and give a bit of a special mention to one of our nominees, Harrison Taylor. I know he's on the call tonight, and I think with some of his family as well, and so I wanted to read out another part of his nomination as a bit of a special recommendation, special congratulations. So Harrison, I know you are on the call, and so I have a little message here from your nomination, and it says, "I would just like to congratulate Harrison and give him a pat on the back for all he has done to keep positive through the most difficult of situations. He is a brave, strong young man, and everyone around is proud of how he's united this club and the people involved in it. We are lucky to have Harrison, and I'm so proud Harrison is part of the team and happy to say he is back playing matches. Thank you, Harrison." So round of applause, please, everybody. For the young man. Harrison, if you're there and you want to have a chat with us, then please do. If not, I'm happy to move on if you'd rather not.
Thank you. Thank you a lot.
Thanks
very much. It means a lot.
No, you're very welcome, and honestly, your nomination was fantastic, and I think we can all say certainly that we're very pleased that you're on the mend, back playing football again, and hopefully still supporting the team and playing and having fun. But an absolutely exceptional effort from you, and you should be very, very proud of what you've achieved and how you're seen by the club and everybody there. So congratulations again, well done, and I'm very glad that you're back playing and hope you have fun. Fantastic. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so this now brings us on to Volunteer of the Year, our penultimate award for this evening. Oh, sorry, Rick, I missed my slide where it had some of your extra bits there, but we can go back to that. We'll share that on social media too. So we do go to Volunteer of the Year, and it's as I said, it's our penultimate award. And this award, as you can imagine, is just always a special one to present. It's always one that we receive an inordinate amount of nominations for, and this year was, as I say, no different. Given that, as you can imagine, it's always one of the toughest categories to decide as well. Now, this particular award is looks for somebody who's always there for their club, who gives up their time for the enjoyment of others, and they should act in a responsible and professional manner and be seen as a role model in their community. Now, given the number of nominations in this category, we actually have 4 finalists this evening, so I would like to wish every one of them the very best of luck for this very special award. So to start us off, the nominees in this category are Kevin Dobson of Marlow Youth, and Kevin's nomination said, "Kevin is the reason Marlow Youth operates. The effort he puts in and the time is far greater than any individual or collective of individuals. Without Kevin, the club would not have functioned. He stepped back from being chairman last year, but didn't stop any of his activities, supporting the chairman with all issues. He is an incredible people's person and just gets it. He's never confrontational. He's always rational and willing to listen to everybody's perspective and point of view before making the correct decision, even if he knew what that was prior to the conversation." Our second nominee this evening for Volunteer of the Year is Andreas Latter from Penn and Tyler's Green. And Andreas's nomination said that he's the secretary, treasurer, fixture secretary at Penn and Tyler's Green. He is the most reliable, passionate and hardworking person I've ever met at a football club in my 20 years associated with a variety of grassroots football clubs. Andreas is ever present at the football club and often taken up many roles, especially in these challenging times. He's the first one there to set up the ground, arrange the tee hut, clean the stand, mark the pitches, mark the goals, you name it, Andreas has done it. And he does it all for the love of the game, which is so inspiring to so many. Our third nominee for Volunteer of the Year is Jack Harkness of Newbury Ladies FC. Jack has dedicated so much time over 30 years to Newbury Ladies FC, nearly every weekend and many evenings. Hundreds of girls and women are grateful to have the opportunity to play for Newbury girls and ladies teams that, thanks to Jack's time and dedication, seeks to allow females from all walks of life to come together and enjoy playing competitive football in a friendly and supportive atmosphere on a great pitch. Jack has made the Newbury Ladies FC not only a safe and welcoming place for females to play football in their local town, but a community and family where many players have continued to play for many years and make lifelong friends. Our fourth and final nominee for Volunteer of the Year is Jermaine Webster of Cholsey Bluebirds. And Jermaine's nomination said, not only is he a brilliant coach, but he is and does so much more for grassroots football than simply this. He's present for every training session, every game for his team, but other teams as well. Club committee meetings, league meetings. He is a huge advocate for the female game and for diversity in the game and in coaching. He's organised, knowledgeable, his sessions are always planned, he's calm, he puts the children's needs first, and he's always prepared to learn and do more for the game and the club. Jermaine stands out because he does everything and embodies all of the truly great things about the game of football. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you'll agree, some fantastic nominations. Again, another very difficult category to decide and to award. But I am delighted to be able to announce that our Volunteer of the Year for 2021 is Jack Harkness of Newbury Ladies FC. Now, Jack, I think you're with us. I think so. Are you there?
I am indeed. Yes, sorry.
Oh. Hi, Jack. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I think one of the things that stood out about you is absolutely most certainly from your award that I don't think there's any other thing that we can call you other than Mr. Newbury Ladies. You've dedicated so many years to its success and its growth and its sustainability. What does the club mean to you, Jack?
Well, it's been, if you like, something else to do over the last, I don't think it's quite 30 years, it's 20, 25, 26 or so. I've always been extremely dedicated to my working life, and it's been something where I could actually completely leave work and do something entirely different. And it's given me opportunity, obviously, to meet lots of people outside of my normal environment, and I've really enjoyed it. I have to say, though, that I chose this year to stand down finally.
I was just going to say you're celebrating your 75th birthday, I believe, and I've been told that you are stepping down at the end of the season.
That's correct.
And so
I will stay involved, but I'm intending to continue maintaining the pitch, which is one of the jobs I've always done. But that just gives me some nice exercise. But it's been great, to be honest.
Fantastic. Well, 30 years, 25 years, 1 year. Anybody that volunteers and puts as much passion, dedication, and lives and breathes it as you do, Jack, deserves every recognition and reward that you receive. And I know that from your nomination, the club really wanted to recognise you for all that you've done for the club, its players, and the community over the many years that you've served it. So, very congratulations. Thank you for everything that you've done and everything that you've given to the game. And we look forward to seeing you out on the pitches at Newbury Ladies for many more years to come. So congratulations and thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, everybody. So now that brings us on to our final award of the evening. And this is for Club of the Year. This is always one of our most hotly contended categories every year. This season has been no different, with an inordinate amount of nominations received in this category alone, and as I've said before, which has just made it more difficult to choose from. With that in mind, we actually have managed to whittle it down only to a shortlist of 5. So we have 5 shortlisted clubs in this category. Now, this FA Club of the Year should have dedicated volunteers that create safe, fun and inclusive environments for all. The club should make match days something to look forward to and use new formats to attract and welcome everyone from their community to participate and enjoy the beautiful game. So, as I say, I will get right into announcing the nominees for this category. Now, our first club up for nomination this year is Cholsey Bluebirds FC. And their nomination said, during the past few years, Cholsey Bluebirds has gone from strength to strength, increasing our team numbers from 10 to 17, including 4 new girls teams. Over 250 young people up to under 18s are now registered with the club. The club has established over the years an excellent reputation for enthusiasm and sportsmanship, fundamental to the development in any sport, and the joy and pleasure of managers and parents seeing their children and teams steadily improve year on year cannot be emphasised enough. Our second nominee in Club of the Year is for Stoke Hammond Youth FC. And their nomination said, Stoke Hammond Youth Football Club have impacted many players' lives. They started in 2015 with just 1 team and now have nearly 20. They've struggled with a lack of space and had to move club twice, but still the club attracts many players who want to play for this initial village club. The club has never stopped. It's merely expanded to allow all coaches to coach and all players to have fun. The club also carrying on giving to the players via tournaments, fun parties, even gatherings for adults, all of which allow unity in a fantastic club. Our third nominee this evening is for Future Pro FC, tongue twister, and their nomination said, the club works every day to support local organisations and supports charities and national organisations to support children and families. Or they organise free open days for the community where coaches can provide sessions to children and young people to promote healthy lifestyles. They organise workshops on drug awareness, first aid, respect, diversity, communities, and simple kind of diet and nutrition for children and families. Our fourth nominee for Club of the Year is for AFC Reading. And their nomination reads, the club has well over 200 kids playing football regularly. The way the club helps struggling families to allow their kids to play is great, and without this club there would potentially be a lot of children not having the chance to exercise, make friends and have fun. The club truly is a club for everyone, and the individuals that go out of their way and work so hard to make this club put fun into kids' lives are really amazing, and they deserve recognition. Our final nominee in the Club of the Year category is for Caversham United. And their nomination reads, throughout the past year and despite COVID-19, Caversham United have been working tirelessly off the pitch. They have an ever-growing social media platform which they use in positive ways, including to highlight women's football, local grassroots sides, and raising money for charity. And in total, they've raised nearly £6,000 from activities across social media alone, including such as raffles, auctions, and charity shirt sales. They've also helped several other clubs on the platform, including helping other local side Thames Valley Railway form, and they are consistently active and leading the way for grassroots clubs across the country. So I'm sure is, again, fantastic nominations. And so, you know, without further ado, I want to congratulate our Club of the Year for 2021, and that is Stoke Hammond Youth FC. And I believe we are joined this evening by Dave Rutland, Chairman. I believe. Dave, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, Dave, well done. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's amazing.
What does it mean?
Well, to be honest, hearing all the other teams and to be honest, all the nominees tonight, it's just been amazing to be nominated, and yeah, to win it is it's an amazing achievement for everyone involved in the club ever since the start.
And what's next for Stoke Hammond Youth Football Club? What's the plan?
To be honest, to keep growing. You know, we've grown from 2015 one team. You know, we've moved venues a couple of times, like I said before. We're up to I think 17 teams currently, and it's just to keep growing. You know, we're trying to give opportunities to all teams, all players, and yeah, it's just to keep going really, just to give as many opportunities to young players, just to keep playing, just enjoy playing football, and all the coaches supporting the coaches, and yeah, it's exciting for us really to keep going.
Fantastic. Well, thank you. I know as well, you know, having kind of gone through the nominations and going all through all of them, it was just a lovely nomination to read. It was a great example of a club and growing forward and having a club ethos and development. So many congratulations. Thank you very much for everything you have done for grassroots football and continuing to grow. And I hope that everybody at the club and all of your teams have a fantastic season going forward, and that we see many more wonderful things from Stoke Hammond FC going forward. So thank you very much. Now, with that, ladies and gents, that is the end of the awards ceremony this evening. Now, I would just like to, just for a few minutes, hand over to our chairman, David Grainge, who is just going to say a few closing words for us. So, you know, I will be back after David, but, you know, just to say thank you very much for attending. Thank you for staying on the call. Thank you for supporting and cheering everybody on, and thank you for all of your efforts through what has undoubtedly been an extremely difficult time, both on and off the pitch. So thank you very much. And I look forward to working with all of you as we go forward. So without further ado, let me hand over to David.
Thank you, Steph. First of all, a belated good evening to you all. Firstly, I thank you all for joining our awards evening and presentation tonight. I can only echo the remarks that have been spoken by both John Wood and Steph during the presentation. This season, it was again very hard to judge with so many outstanding nominations for the various categories. Unfortunately, there can only be one winner, but I thank all of you for your submitting your nominations and therefore congratulate all of our worthy winners tonight. My thanks go to the members of our staff at the county office, the judging panel members, Richard Brandt and particularly Steph for their work, time and efforts in bringing and organising our annual awards evening to a very satisfactory conclusion. Finally, may I take this opportunity to wish you all a successful and trouble-free forthcoming football season. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you. Back to you, Steph. Thank you very much, David.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming this evening, for attending. I hope you've enjoyed it. We managed it. We're on time, which is fantastic. So thank you very much for the comments coming in as well. I really honestly, the thanks goes to you, every single one of you on the call this evening, for everybody that you work with and all of the clubs. The efforts that you put in a normal season are fantastic and to be commended, but given what we have all just been through and the incredible efforts that you put in through lockdown, through different challenges, both on and off the field, has been absolutely extraordinary. And every single year that I do this, I'm always humbled by the nominations that we receive. We get more every year. It gets more and more popular, and it's just incredible. And I'm really proud and privileged to work for an organisation that's represented by such fantastic members and members of the football family. So thank you wholeheartedly for everything that you do. And may I wish you all a fantastic season going forward. And I look forward to working with all of you in the coming weeks, months and seasons ahead. So thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed the evening. Congratulations again, and I'll let you be and enjoy the rest of your evenings. Thank you very much, everybody.